Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear friends, this is Farooq Mirza, your host from Fourth Pillar TV USA's program, Washington Global Forum. We welcome Professor Gholam Mujtaba Sahab. He's chairman, Pakistan Policy Institute, USA. He's a strategist and foreign relation expert. Uh, he's a community activist as well. Thank you very much, Dr. Ghulam Mujtaba Sahab, coming to our show. We have a lot of important things, new updates regarding the economy of Pakistan, and especially recently, we will especially talk on uh, in Geneva, Pakistan Resilience Conference, and Pakistan earned enviable respect and remarkable uh, regards in this conference. And also, I will say that win a trust of the world. And first time, many countries, European countries, Middle Eastern, uh, France, Germany, and the leading banks, they um, promise almost the Al Jazeera reported $9 billion so far, and the ARY news from the state Pakistan agency is $10 billion. So this is a very, I think, important move while Pakistan is suffering extreme financial crisis and millions of flood victims. They are still on the road, and the water is still not dried out. Road infrastructure, bridges, and the highways are still uh, need a construction and rehabilitation. So the world took a notice on a humanitarian ground. They gave a big push to Pakistan in this economical crisis. So we will talk on this subject, and our second segment would be California Legislative Assembly. They have passed a bill and included and decided to include Punjab, Pakistan, its sister state, and we will find out what it is mean. The last segment would be uh, Pakistan has decided to deal with the Tehrik-e-Taliban and the Afghanistan government in a different way. So, Dr. Saab, let's start with you. In Geneva, uh, European, Middle Eastern, and the European Union, UNDP, United Nations, World Bank, and even the IMF, they all get together, and Pakistan seems to be it that was noticed, and Pakistan earned a respect and trust of the world, and almost $10 billion so far promised for the rehabilitation and reconstruction of broken infrastructure during the flood, this disaster. So, Dr. Saab, how you uh, phrase this new friendship and trust, whether the world want to see Pakistan stable. This is the reason they came forward to help Pakistan out in this difficult situation, or it is just due to Pakistan's foreign policy.
Farooq Mirza Sahab, it has had always been a pleasure to be in the program, and we have been discussing the both and burning topics in current affairs vis-a-vis Pakistan. Discuss the natural calamity, the flood situation in Pakistan. First of all, our hearts and minds goes to the people who lost their lives, their living in this disaster. There's no doubt is one of the major disasters in Pakistan's history. No doubt people lost so many things, their dear ones, their living, their crops. their farmlands become, and the world at all levels has noticed that the United Nations Secretary General himself visited Pakistan and had seen things with his eyes as to how much disaster happened in Pakistan. This convinced him to call a program, a donors conference in Geneva of the United Nations, co-hosted by Pakistan. A good omen, and certainly we appreciate the efforts of the international community in helping Pakistan and forwarding their help at a time when Pakistan needs it desperately. Having said that, there are a couple of things that should be made very clear for the Pakistani public opinion, as we are not biased in any approach to any political party in Pakistan. Most of your viewers view this program in large numbers. Crosses 5,000 marks for English speaking community in Pakistan is a milestone for your audience. And I do understand that this shows the interest of the people in watching the facts, the figures without any exaggeration before Pakistani public and those who are related to Pakistan's national interest. What has been done in Geneva is a very big question mark. What was expected in Geneva is another mark of interrogation. And what Pakistan's objective and the objective of the current government of Pakistan? Certainly, one thing is very common. All stakeholders in the process to help the poor people of Pakistan who need this help at a time when Pakistan is going through moments of economic crisis in history. What has been released by the Pakistan government in the newspapers, which you see Dawn, the Daily Tribune, the news, English. If you look to those newspapers this morning, the word commitment has been used. And commitment for $9 billion, $10 billion, or $11 billion has been referred in most of the newspapers. We are not going to dispute any figures. We are not going to argue on any figures. What does the word
Dr.
commitment?
Saab, uh, I will read the figures. Before I read the figures, we have a little echo in your microphone. Can you please adjust it? Meanwhile, I will show our audience the figures. In Pakistan Resilience Conference, the uh, the following countries and the banks, they promise uh, and pledge uh, their promise is a $4.2 billion from Islamic Development Bank, a $2 billion Dr. Saab World Bank promise, and 1.5 billion from Asian Development Bank, and $1 billion from Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, and 1 billion from the Saudi Arabia. So these are the figures our audience can look into that. So so these are the figures they promise. So my Dr. Saab, my question is to you: uh, will that money would be available right way, or there is a time frame, or that will go according to the way Pakistan will submit proposal or submit invoices, what they will construct or rehabilitate, start building infrastructure. So what is the mechanism? What kind of information
I
you have?
understand that you need some patience in listening to what I have to express.
Okay, doctor.
Word that has been used in official communique. is commitment. The commitments made by different donor agencies and the governments to finance resilience in this climate change and the conference that in Geneva. Of those commitments, what is the word used by the banks, which is Islamic Development Bank, Asian Development Bank, World Bank? They have used the word financing Pakistan. If you look to their website, they have used that we financing Pakistan in a volume of $1.5 billion. Financing Pakistan in a volume of $1.69 billion, which is the Asian Development Bank and the World Bank. And we are pledging, the president of the Islamic Bank said we are pledging an amount of 4.2 billion to Pakistan to finance. What is finance? That your audience has to understand certain things in this discussion. What is a loan and what is aid? These are three symbolic words here. Finance means that if you go to buy a Toyota Corolla car, the price in Karachi, for example, is 15.5 million rupees. You don't have that money. So you go to this 3, 4 banks, application are sent, and you ask for financing by the banks. Let's assume a better percentage of interest with Habib Bank, and you go for Habib Bank finance on a Corolla car because their interest rate is lower, and then you get the car. That car is on loan, is being financed by the bank, is loaned to you. That means you're borrowing this amount of money, which is payable to the bank in installments plus the interest. What aid? Aid is something that is not returnable, not refundable, is a free support without anything to government. For example, US aid is not a financing. The US aid amount that you referred to on the screen is $100 million, which is an aid not to be returnable Pakistan to the United States. And in most cases with Pakistan, the United States has given aid to Pakistan, not loans to Pakistan. Other than the United States, all those figures that you give here was financing of loans to build up infrastructure in Pakistan, which Pakistan is trying to get more loans of the $120 billion loan at this time. Additional $10 billion, if they says that, will be on Pakistan's burden, poor people of Pakistan interest. That is one.
Dr. Saab, you meant to say the France, Germany, Turkey, and the Saudi, they all finance their amount?
Most of them.
So which can you mention?
Not
Can
all.
you mention?
What?
Can you mention what's about the?
I give you example.
Because they use word donors conference.
This is the Gazette of the official German government. It's their gazette, and I'm reading it from there. The funding from would be used to finance projects like the addition of rainwater retention basins and drainage system. The word is very clearly and specifically mentioned as financing Pakistan's project by Germany. Saudi, this is German official statement. Now, if you go to,
we need to find out from the government of Pakistan or other the donor agencies.
No, there's no. You don't need to find out that this is the offer paper. This is the.
No, it's okay, but it's okay. But the right now there is a controversy. There's a lot of
No, I'm not.
things.
I'm not going to take a controversy on some document of the German who are the donors. You can take that controversy in order to support the Pakistan government's version, but I support the version that is unbiased. This is German government's version. It's me. It's right here in my computer, and I can give you all the references you want. So now this is giving you this statement with all responsibility. It's not something hearsay, and that's why I kept the computer because I know I will be challenged on that. The money given will be given in installments for 3 years. You are building your house for the understanding of your viewers in Niagara Falls.
We have a still echo in your computer. If you
No,
can please shut it
there's
out.
nothing wrong with my computer. I think something is there on the mic with you.
Yeah, there is a
Your mic.
there is a echo coming in. But anyhow, Doctor Saab, another question to you. Even
No, hold on. Why is
okay.
there an echo? Can you shut on your mic or any other system that you have?
No, this is a something is coming from your side.
But there's nothing here.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. You are still getting the echo?
Now it's okay. I will let you know. Secondly, Doctor Saab, the Pakistan is also suffering from extreme financial crisis and almost at the verge of
No,
financially.
let me come thing. We had a problem committing. So what thing is, Pakistani people have been burdened by successive governments in the last 50 years in a volume of over 100 billion. Pakistani people have been given one excuse or the other by bluff games by the politicians that this is a game, this will change the fate of the people of Pakistan. It has not changed. And here now is like a crying child going to Amma ji, इस साल तूफान और बारिश नहीं हुई. Then the Amma ji asks, why you are asking there were no rains and no torrential rains in the country?
Doctor Saab,
He says,
it's a burden. Even it's a
he
burden.
says, because when there is rain and flood, we get a lot of money. Is this Pakistan looking for to
Doctor Saab,
get
Doctor Saab,
finances burden on the poor people of
Doctor
Pakistan?
Saab,
Is
Doctor
this
Saab,
called
million.
an achievement? Is this an accomplishment? Is it to rejoice? This is one thing. Now the second thing I have to ask you, there's no pride in this thing. The second thing I tell you, when you're constructing your building in Niagara Falls, you do not pay contractor if the deal is for $100,000. You tell them that you complete foundation, the plinth of the building, I will pay you 20%. Then you complete the wall of the building, I'll pay you another 20%. Then you complete the roof of the building of the first floor, I'll give you another 20%. This money, which is financed by the international donor agencies and countries, will be given in installments in 3 times. It is not going to come to Pakistan to pay Chinese loans or repayments on
Doctor
$13 billion.
Saab,
Hold on. $13 billion loans that Pakistan is committed to pay before the end of fiscal year 2022 and 23. Do you know the actual problem for Pakistan is Geneva conference committed $1.5 billion, the Asian Development Bank, October 2022. The same statement has been repeated and is there on the website. I can quote the website. The World Bank committed $1.669 billion for natural calamity. The same flood in December 21st, 2022. This has been added in the volume of the Geneva Conference. Okay, that's fine. This is one project, but this is not yesterday. It happened over successive 6 months work on that. and still it is finance. It is a burden of the poor people of Pakistan. It's not
Dr.
the
Saab, now
Pakistan's
listen. Dr.
economy.
Saab,
If we are trying to portray something,
Dr. Saab, take a question,
and this
please.
is helpful to economy, and this is something matter right for Pakistan's
Dr.
economy.
Saab, Dr. Saab, I was in Pakistan. Millions of people, they are displaced. They are homeless. They don't have any shelter, food, proper medication. Even they don't have any home. Their livelihood, they don't have any job. It's millions of people, they are on the road. If even there is a finance, some countries, they are coming to participate in the rehabilitation in the program. So what is wrong with that? Even it is a finance. Right now, these people, they need a help. They need an infrastructure. The highways, roads, bridges. We need to rebuild it. Okay, if for heaven's sake, if another flood will hit on the same area, what do you know the what kind of disaster would be down the road? So they need a urgent
The, the,
whatever
the thing is, Farooq Mirza Sahab,
so where the Pakistan
with
should go.
successive governments in Pakistan in the last 50 years of Pakistan's have shown the bright side of the picture. They have never shown that this money is going to dump the economy of Pakistan. They show the bright of the picture that CPAC will be a game changer, and now Pakistan is going towards economic collapse. This was just the pride of the picture. You are trying to tell me that this money is going to come in, and there is a bright side of the picture. People will get jobs. No. My question is: are people getting what is the price of atta, the wheat flour in Pakistan? What is the price? Is there any change in that? Is there any change in the daily living of Pakistani people? Is there any change in gas supplies to the people of Pakistan? If the answer is no, then people of Pakistan are not being benefited by any money that is coming into Pakistan in the name of loans and finances. It is people putting the money in their pockets, the builders who are making money, the barrier are making money. These people are getting
Dr.
richer
Saab, the
every
Prime
day.
Minister,
Pakistan people, PMLN,
Dr. Saab, the
PMLN, Pakistan People's Party, PTI. They have ruled the country for the last 50 years. These faces are the same. If we change these faces from one to the other, we change Pakistan People's Party. What changes that? If
Dr.
we
Saab,
change
let's
again to the PTI, what changes that? They are the same people who have brought Pakistan to an economic collapse and foreign policy, annihilation of Pakistan's foreign policy. Those people.
it's okay, Dr. Saab. It's okay now. Listen, let's come back to the original question. Uh, few year before the even after the regime change, the world was not agreeing to support Pakistan, and there was no potential help. Even the United States government, they did not support. Now, all of a sudden, since the time the growing terrorism in Pakistan observed, and the secondly, at this time when Pakistan is already in an extreme financial crisis, so the world want to see Pakistan stable. So, do you think this is a confidence on Pakistan that they open their wallet, the banks generously they supported Pakistan in this resilience conference, and the government of Pakistan presented their case very well. Even the IMF, they had a talk with the IMF to reschedule or to move forward with their next program. So the Pakistan is trying its level best to uh, come to their feet. So this trust, how important this trust and confidence is this on Pakistan?
It's a very good question. The question I will answer to you. Just give me a second. Do you know what is Pakistan's credit rating today? The World Trust on Economic Conditions
Dr.
is
Saab, we
based.
know that. Please answer my question.
No, no.
I'm
I'm
asking
I'm
you
I'm
about
answering your question on the trust.
yeah.
Pakistan's credit rating is CCC, 3C minus, 3C minus. It is neither two C's minus, neither 1C minus, neither C plus, neither B plus, neither B minus. It is C minus. What does that mean? Trust? There's no trust. There's no trust. Now the question is, how did this money came in? I tell you, this type of money is going to all places of the world. They have money like United States give donations to the world, poor countries faced with calamity in $50 billion a year. Do you know how much Japan gives? I have the full figure. Just give me for your audience. I'll give you the exact numbers as to how much money is going on to these countries by their donors. Afghanistan, it went $4.69 annual. $3.3 billion. Jordan, $1.1 billion. These are just aids. It's not finance. We are not talking about finance. Pakistan did not get even $2 billion in aid. The only aid was given by the US aid. Did not give an aid, was a finance. So these countries are providing aid to different parts of the world. Pakistan is no exception. There's nothing that has happened to Pakistan which is other than other people who have not received it. There are dozens who received this aid, who received finances. This is normal in the Committee of Nations. It is not something that has happened
Dr.
only
Saab, even
in
it's a finance. It
Pakistan.
will
This is not the first time Pakistan is
right now.
recipients to national
Right now,
calamity, disasters, earthquake during the regime of Pervez Musharraf. Billions of dollars poured into Pakistan. What was that? That was not the confidence. That was what the international powers do support such places, which are affected by natural calamities and wars. This is not something to rejoice. This is not something that is an achievement. Come on, the Pakistani Prime Minister is playing like a hero as he has got something big, or something. I have to know, and the people of Pakistan would like to know, what contribution are you doing to the collapsing economy of $13 billion deficit that exists for you to be paid by
Dr. Saab,
May
the
of
Pakistan,
2020. To talk on that.
Dr.
No,
Saab,
no one do
Pakistan,
that, because that is going to damage the image of the government. I am not here to support government. I am here to ask, how are you going to pay $13 billion by the year that is due on you? That is
Dr.
my
Saab,
concern, because my
Dr.
people are going to starve. There will be no food. There will be no imports. It's all stopped. My concern is not what you're getting aid to beg before people. They are going to give you aid in
Dr.
any
Saab,
case.
please, Dr. Saab, let me ask you another question. Doesn't matter, Dr. Saab. Right now, Pakistan need help or finance from anywhere, because the millions of people they are displaced. They need a serious help. They need to be rehabilitated. So the world uh, gave a confidence to Pakistan, and we need to find out how much money is a finance, and how much money is a donation to the Pakistan. But one thing is very clear: the Prime Minister of Pakistan clearly said and promised to the world that the each penny will be spent on the rehabilitation, the process, to build infrastructure, uh, and to help these people bring them back to civil life. So I think this is a good thing. Secondly, the Pakistan so far did not default, and Pakistan is paying its bill. And recently, the big two bills were paid to the two potential banks, and the but the crisis is not natural. It's a history. The crisis comes with the ray of terrorism, and we were pushed back. The extreme human the crisis we observed, the flood, uh, the history is the worst. This flood came to Pakistan, and after that, during the corona crisis, the entire nation suffered. So there are many reasons that Pakistan is suffering financially, but hopefully they are adjusting, and they are borrowing money from the friendly bank, and hopefully the Pakistan will come back to its foot. So let's move to our next segment, Dr. Saab.
With
Another.
one more comments on that. That's so nice that you're trying to pacify the government, but let me make it very clear to your audience that this situation has been created by the government. 2004, whose government was there? What was what was the net foreign debt Pakistan at the time when Musharraf left the power? That was $37 billion. And after Musharraf left, there was no martial law, there was no military regime. Why it is now $128 billion today? Who put down $80 billion burden on Pakistan? There was no military government. It was all Pakistan Muslim League and Pakistan Party and 3.5 years of PTI. So
I will not, Dr. Saab, I will not disagree with you.
who is
Of
responsible
course,
for
there
have to
was a,
contest the case of Pakistani people? Poor
yeah, there
people of
was a,
Pakistan have no tongue to say, have no way to speak before the audience, but we have the courage to speak on their behalf to the people of Pakistan, to the government of Pakistan, that who has put the burden of $90 billion on the poor of Pakistan. You have to answer that. We
Dr.
are
Saab,
here
there
to
was a,
represent the people of Pakistan. I know this National Assembly is a dumb assembly which has nothing any government, which is just sitting idle. These questions should have been asked before the government. It was not the military rule. It was the civil rule for the past so many years, and still the Pakistan's total debt has increased exponentially. Why is that? Catastrophe. It's just a new thing.
Dr. Saab, there
The,
is
the,
a,
the burden on the people of Pakistan is what bright picture they are trying to show. Why they didn't do that before? What they
Dr.
have,
Saab, I will not,
what their contributions were.
Dr. Saab, I will not,
The steel mills of Pakistan failed, but the Ittefaq Foundry succeeded. Why? Both are steel mills. The public sector and the private sector prospered. What was wrong? What has happened?
Dr. Saab,
We
there
have
was
to give
a,
these people the truth. We should have the courage to ask them, why is this going on? And Pakistani Americans would dare and has the courage to ask them. We do
Dr.
not
Saab, I
dare.
will not disagree. I will not disagree with you. You
Your
are very
audience
much
knows
right.
about. Your
No, no, no.
audience,
You are,
what I'm
Dr.
talking
Saab,
about.
you are very much right. The corruption and mismanagement and
These
the
are the
loot
people. It
and
is
the loot
these
and
people
these.
were in government those years.
Let
PTI
me
was in
let
government
me talk to you,
in
Dr.
KPK
Saab,
and is
please.
still in government today. PTI is in government in Punjab. Punjab is still in government today. Pakistan Muslim League was in government even during the time of Musharraf in Punjab. What is happening here?
Dr. Saab, we
Pakistan
know
People's
that.
Party was always
Let's
in
move
government.
to
These
let's move.
people are the same people who have not delivered anything to Pakistan.
Dr. Saab, let's move to our second segment. You are very much right. There was a corruption and mismanagement in the country, and the corrupt politicians, they took
Why?
money out of
Why?
the country,
Has
looted, and
caused
embezzlement. You are,
the damage on the tree and still will be unpacked.
yeah,
We are the patriots of Pakistan. We stand for the people of Pakistan. We have the courage in behalf of the people of Pakistan. We have no partisan approach.
yeah,
There is no person who is more patriot than us. These people who are involved in corruption are not patriots of Pakistan. They are traitors of Pakistan.
but unfortunately, you cannot do anything. These people, they will again come back to power, and
Oh,
they will be a
yes,
ruler.
we will
The
awareness.
business would be as usual. You cannot do anything
We
about
keep
that.
on creating awareness amongst the people
Yeah.
of
So,
Pakistan.
Dr. Saab,
People of
we have a second good news. The first news was that the world uh, decided to stand by Pakistan in this rehabilitation process. The second good news, the came from United States of America. The first thing, uh, almost some money is approved in the next budget dealing with the terrorism on Afghanistan border, and also some defense supplies also on the way. This is a good thing. And another good thing, the California state, uh, the Legislative Assembly, the year and a half before, they passed a bill and decided to uh, include Punjab, Pakistan's name, as a sister state of California. And we also know that there are 32 other cities. They are also a sister state of the California. So, Dr. Saab, for our audience, I don't want to confuse them. I don't want them to make a big crew to the embassy in Islamabad and Lahore and the U.S. mission in Karachi, applying for the status of the California people or the U.S. status. Does it mean that the Punjab people they living in Punjab they will have the same status as the Californian they have? They will get a free education, food stamps, uh, job assistant, rental assistance, and the especially uh, visas or permanent residency. Uh, or this is just a friendship between two states. What does this mean, Dr. Saab?
I don't know if there's a need to answer this question. The best way for your audience is go to the uh, which city has been made the sister city of California. Which city? I did
California state as a whole,
with which Pakistan.
Punjab, the entire Punjab.
Okay, so I would request my brothers and sisters in Punjab to go to the U.S. embassy and try a free visa as members of the sister city to to be welcomed in California. I think that will answer the entire question. Uh,
Dr. Saab, the people they are pushing, he's a ex candidate for the governor, Dr. Asif, and ex governor Punjab server and his some lieutenant Farooq Arshad and some wise guys from California. And uh, our the current secretary, foreign secretary Asad, he was also a part of this efforts. So they kept very secret and kept secret from the media and the general public. They are the people they are flying between California to Punjab and Punjab to California, meeting with the high up secretly. Everything is secret. So what is this? Is it a California law to keep privacy from everybody, or uh, keep all things from the media and the Pakistani American diaspora and the Punjab diaspora? So I believe the 70% people the related to agriculture they don't know their Punjab is now is a sister state of California. And secondly, Dr. Saab, can you explain what is this sister state means? What is all about?
See, the point is there are a number of cities in the world. In order more cooperation and understanding between different nations and civilizations and encourage diversity, cities and towns are made partners more human contact and culture in the area. The culture and human contact in the region is to is the way one of the ways of creating bilateral agreement on sister cities. For example, musical programs, sports, festivals, they are being arranged as sister cities. They are cooperated and get to know each other better. And
I will like to mention couple of California's program they offer to the sister states like a humanitarian assistance,
yes,
safe drinking water uh, to exchange technology or expertise.
yes,
Then they also offer some concerts, the cultural exchange programs, like they did in African. They also worked on a poverty program in 2009, youth and education program, and youth artist and authors showcase. Then student exchange program, special education program, economic sustainable development program, and they have a energy open world program and the cyber related
what is
technology. So
happening?
I'm afraid, Dr. Sir, let me ask question. I'm afraid some of the people, they are keeping everything secret and they are hiding. So they will take a benefit of these California's lavish program and bring back to
Let me answer your
Pakistan.
question. I know your question.
As one of the governor, ex-governors, Punjab's lieutenant, I will not mention his name. He already started after the this approval of this bill. One of the institution in uh, in Lahore, and this is a worth millions of dollar project, and nobody knows. So, if in the same way, these wise guys, if they will benefit from this program, so do you think the California state or the government of Pakistan make it public all the benefits involved in this agreement or the in the legislative assembly important bill? So how it works? What is in your mind, Dr. Saab?
Let me tell you one thing very interesting. There was someone involved in such a business, and he brought up a project into Pakistan. He brought in that he's going to bring Harvard University campus in Pakistan as part of this campaign. The man himself was not even a 14th grade pass candidate from Pakistan. He had 514th grade from Pakistan. And he was trying to bring Harvard University from the United States. There's no way Harvard University is going to go on this notion that this man who has no credentials on academics and would go to put up one of the pioneer institutions of the United States world into Pakistan. What he tried to do is get some lands, extract some lands in the name of educational institution, and he sold it to Malik Riaz, and he paid billions of rupees and and then bribed to one of the top politicians of Pakistan. The people who came in the past 50 years, one of them was paid money and made a member of the diplomatic corps of Pakistan on honorary grounds. This is what is happening. These people are extracting money from real estates, putting, claiming to put institutions of significant Pakistan, and then selling those lands, the educational lands, to us on pennies and getting money and bringing that money into the country and using to bribe them to get some positions in Pakistan. I would certainly request the United Embassy in Pakistan to keep an open eye on such people who are playing these gimmicks. They should be audited by the United States. Before, the U.S. money was audited at the time when MK was involved and there was reconstruction of Karachi. And I had requested the U.S. Embassy and the State Department to go do the and there was a thorough auditing done on that. And since then, U.S. is keeping a watch for such activities which people are doing. And I warned them that if they are trying to play games and gimmicks in terms of selling visas, in terms of sportsmen going to US, cricket teams made up to go to the US and extracting money from them without playing games or just showing in the pictures, this is not acceptable to the Pakistani American community, to the community in the United States. And this should be audited. These are gimmicks, we know that. These are money making machines, we know that. And I know how many people, including people in the diplomatic corps, are involved in this. And let me also tell you, those people in the diplomatic corps of Pakistan, in the foreign service of Pakistan, their spouses hold dual citizenship. They go on missions to get dual citizenships. Try to find out Pakistan should audit the foreign service who came to the United States and how many of them settled in the US. What happened? What was their oath of allegiance? Where was their oath of allegiance with Pakistan in foreign service? I just ashamed on these things. This is not helping the people of Pakistan. This is not helpful to the people of Pakistan.
Dr. Saab, previously, you mentioned about the visas. The previously, even the FPCCI and the Chamber of Commerce, even the Women Chamber of Commerce, they were involved in fake visas. They brought people here and they displayed empty camps, and they displayed uh, camps, empty camps, and they in fact insulted Pakistani's product. And the other countries, they blame that the uh, the American, they uh, boycott Pakistani product because their camps and their display centers were empty, no public. So the purpose was only to bring people on the visas. So now these wise guys, they will do the same in this mega project. This is a very good thing that will also strengthen Pakistan economy, Pakistan's trust, and Pakistan's agriculture exchange, the cultural program, and the lot of exchange of youth. Uh, they will benefit, but it doesn't mean that one mafia they will jump in with the help of these diplomatic missions and the involvement of local consulate generals. And I think from our this fourth pillar TV, we directly communicate with the Pakistani American diaspora, because it is an equal opportunity, and they should also search and they should find out, contact all possible opportunities available after this sister state project between Punjab and the California. Dr. Saab, the last segment, a very important subject. Our foreign ministry is involved in another project. Right now, the controversy and the uh, some kind of a fraud detected in selling the Pakistan ex embassy, the previous embassy in a diplomatic area in Washington D.C. Now they are selling because for 15 to 16 years this building was abandoned. There was no activity over there. So finally, now they decided to sell some projects of diplomatic missions, like one in Montreal and one here in the embassy. So three people uh, they announced the sale, and one of the property dealer was hired, and the one of the foreign somebody from the foreign ministry is involved, and three people they came and they contest and they offered uh, price, and one of them, he win this project, and he was about to take a possession, but embassy they denied. So now they are fighting with each other. When one of the person, his name is Mr. Tirmzi. Uh, as far as we know that he is a illegal immigrant and he don't have any green card or citizenship, and even he was homeless for a long time. And but he was very close to Imran Khan, and he was a part of Iqdar, IKDAR. uh, Iqdar was a game changer. Imran Khan formed this uh, the corporation in 2011 in Columbia University announced. So this guy, Dabir Tirmzi, he was very close to Imran Khan. He included Lady Jemima, the wife of the Imran Khan at this time, and Imran Khan's two boy uh, uh, in the list of the beneficiaries. The existing Foreign Secretary Dr. Asad Imran Khan, he was working with directly Imran Khan, and he issued a cease and desist notice to the Bir Timzi, and he banned his entry into embassy of Pakistan. So now all of a sudden he offered a 7.5 million bid, and who knows that from where money is coming, what kind of network is behind him, or what he was claiming a game changer. He was collecting money, and on his website display he was uh, going into different international donor agencies. Maybe this is a PTI money or some hidden accounts. We don't know what is the story, but now the deal is stuck. So, Dr. Saab, it's a very big embarrassment right now. The media cell is denying, they are not giving any information. Ambassador is not replying to anyone. Even the foreign ministry, somebody handling this sale is not responding. So the media, the people, they are looking for any information. So, Doctor Sir, my question is to you. Uh, why this this sale is so like a damaging right now? What is going on behind this deal? Can they do that kind of activities in United States of America?
of America? First of all, let me give you a background, a rundown on the background.
You have only 3 minutes, Doctor Sir.
Yeah, I'll try to put it short. The building, the embassy building, the Roosevelt Hotel, and the Orient Airways were the three contributions of the personal money of Mr. Isfahani. Late Isfahani hailed from Orissa.
वो इमेज बहुत खराब हो जाएगा मौका था सब लोगों के लिए करने के लिए अभी ये आखिरियत में ये
and Orissa, Bihar, and Bengal were part of one province, the British Raj, and he hailed from there. And this money was given to form Orient Airways on the Regina, and then Roosevelt Hotel was gifted to PIA, and embassy building was given to Pakistan. But at that time, Pakistan comprised of East and West Pakistan. And in 1970, East Pakistan parted ways with Pakistan and became Bangladesh, an independent nation. And most of the stake of Mr. Isfahani is in Bangladesh, in Pakistan. He has more closeness and more in his are inclined towards Bangladesh. So Bangladesh has a claim of equal rights on the properties of Isfahani. Isfahani gave that property to Pakistan and was dismembered. So Pakistan, if by any chance the Bangladesh decides to put a lien and strip the property, including the embassy building and the Roosevelt Hotel, Pakistan will have to and contest the case. It is not anyone's personal money or to go like this on sale. Now, the question is, if Pakistan can help Pakistan, why can't these people who cannot help Pakistan?
Doctor Sir, before you go to that, I want you to hear this. What is going on right now?
जरा सुनिए वो क्या कह रहे हैं।
बड़ी खुशी की बात है कि पाकिस्तान एम्बेसी से आज मुझे एक ईमेल आई जिसमें जो पाकिस्तान एम्बेसी की एक मुतनाज़ा प्रॉपर्टी है वहां पे जो सेल का एक प्रोसेस था उन्होंने आज बड़ा फेयरली एक दोबारा ओपन किया है और जो ब्रोकर इसमें इन्वॉल्व है उससे मेरी भी बातचीत चल रही है। मुझे ये समझ नहीं आ रही कि ये प्रॉपर्टी इस तरीके से इसको क्यों रखा गया है। दूसरा, जो भी ब्रोकर हैं वो मुझे दूसरी ये नहीं समझ आ रही कि वो उसको डिस्करेज कर रहे हैं कि इनकरेज कर रहे हैं।
शहाल खान साहब जिन्होंने 6.8
वो इमेज बहुत खराब हो जाएगा मौका था सब लोगों के लिए करने के लिए अभी ये आखिरियत में ये गवर्नमेंट का फैसला होगा कि उनको क्या करना है मगर ऑफिशियल बिडिंग प्रोसेस तो खत्म हो गई है। वो लोग वो बिडिंग में क्यों नहीं आए लोगों ने ये अखबार में डाला था सब लोग को मालूम। दिस इज हाउ आई फाइंड आउट इट्स नॉट जैसे ये करप्ट सिस्टम कुछ नहीं था ऐसा इट वाज ऑल वो
अपना लेटर ऑफ इंटेंट जो है $7.5 मिलियन का उसको इनकॉर्पोरेट कर दिया है, उनको भेज दिया है और उनसे टेलीफोनिक कॉन्वर्सेशन भी कर ली है और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि हाईएस्ट बिडर जो हैं जो कि हम हैं अभी तक और जाहिर है कि हमारी बिड सबसे हाई है तो हमें वो अवार्ड किया जाएगा। लेकिन इसके साथ साथ मैं ये बात बड़ा वाज़ेह तौर पर कहना चाहूँ
to damage the deal or somebody's behind. So this is something is fishy going on. What kind of information you have about this project?
First of all, this property not have been on sale, and was interested in doing that. There are a couple of things. First, This building was renovated cost of somewhere like $7 million a year before. And how could this be sold for something in that when the renovation was done on that? Now, second thing is, if someone wants to do that, there are so many people in Pakistan, including Mia Nawaz Sharif. He has his assets more than $1.8 billion. Why don't he give 6 million or $1.8 billion? What is 1.8 billion for your audience is $1,800 million. So this is what is on the Google search documented. Now, if he has $1,800 million, why don't he donate Pakistan $600 million in order to save the building? Why to sell it? And why the backdoor channels are used? May I know which newspaper in Pakistan was given the information on the sale of this property? Who in Pakistani community knew that? Did the Daily Dawn publish this intent of selling? Did the news publish it? Did the Tribune publish it? If it's unknown newspaper in the US, who knows it was on sale, and why the bidding was done through a backdoor
It
channel?
is it kept everything is secret from the public and media. I don't know what is the secrecy. Why embassy of Pakistan or
It's very
foreign
clear.
office?
It's very
Why
clear
they are
about
why they
3
are
years
keeping
of
everything is
corruption.
secret? This is a something is very damaging.
No,
Doctor Saab, time's up. We will do a full program with all investigation. We have a lot of new information about this property and the rest of the property owned by government of Pakistan, other agencies, even the Roosevelt Hotel. So we will come back with the news segment, a special program on this property and its values and appraisal. So, Dr. Saab, thank you very much for your time today. We discussed uh, Pakistan earned a great respect in the world. The Europe, Middle East, the European Union, France, Germany, and the Saudi Arabia, even the United States of America, including World Bank and the leading bank, United Nations. They pushed the rest of the world to give a speedy help to Pakistan to rehabilitate uh, the flood victims and to build infrastructure that was blown out during the flood disaster. So I believe this is the beginning of a new relationship and the confidence with the rest of the world. Hopefully, the Pakistan will play a very responsible role and spend each dollar honestly and will show the ledger to the rest of the world, and they will show a discipline in their ledger in their accounts, and hopefully the flood victims they will get a relief and they will come back to their life. And secondly, we discussed a very important other project, uh, the California uh, Legislative Assembly. They uh, passed a bill and included Punjab, Pakistan, its sister state. There's a lot of programs available, but I'm afraid that the few people and some government officials they kept very secret and they are flying in the first class and they are showing their tickets and the lavish food and the different meetings on a 90 floor of different seven-star hotels. I don't know what's going on, and some of them they were in a government servant and they are taking benefit. I'm afraid that they will ruin these possible opportunities available from the California state, very generous, and hopefully sister state mean that they want a cultural exchange. They want to empower youth and the women. Our education. They want to build our education, exchange of technology, even IT, and the cyber security. I think very responsibly with the responsibility the Punjab, the government of Pakistan should also make a mechanism to deal with all these possible opportunity, to avail these opportunity, and should be equal opportunity to everybody. Millions of overseas Pakistani living and in Canada, they will be very interested to be a part of that and bring their savings and investments and bring prosperity to Pakistan. So, Dr. Saab, thank you very much for your time. The last segment was the sale of the previous Pakistan embassy in Washington, D.C. in a diplomatic circle. And there is a fishy deal going on. A lot of people involved now. The bidders, one of the bidder, he was about to take possession, but the foreign ministry denied, and the another person who was uh, we know that he's undocumented. The immigrant, he has no money. I don't know finally who push him in, and now the deal is over. So everybody is fighting, and there is a extreme tension on this sale. We don't know who is behind that. Definitely somebody is trying to take the big lion's share. So hopefully the government of Pakistan, from our forum, if somebody is listening, they should take this matter into task immediately. That could also ruin our diplomatic relationship and the business relationship with the United States of government. And in addition, a lot of like characters, a lot of character would be detected fooling around with messy deals. So, Dr. Saab, thank you very much again, folks. Thank you very much for listening. We will come back with a new topic. So far, Pakistan Zindabad.